Hey guys, for cheaper gaming on any console, please check out CD keys in the link below. Yo guys, what is up? Kingflipper here and welcome to another Marquee matchups predictions, guys. So this is the first Marquee matchups coming up for February. So didn't do too bad last weekend. We got two out of four. I know the other ones. We got one out of the FA Cup, which wasn't too bad. And then we got one that was nowhere near the Leipzig one. I didn't even guess that at all. So, as again, guys, I'm going to go for 7 of the main ones, and then I've got there's a couple of extras that I reckon that might be in. Best thing to do is just get one player of each. So obviously, I'm going to go from the most likely to the least likely, guys. So I'm going to go for most likely one that I reckon is going to be. And bang, here we go. We got Juventus versus Inter Milan. Obviously, you know, guys, if you play FIFA, if you know anything about football, you know Juventus versus Inter Milan is one of the biggest games in the Italian league, even Italian country, doesn't matter. But as you can see, guys, pretty much I've got a mixture of all the different sides. I think all of these were actually less than 1,000 coins. I think Mandzukic was a little bit maybe over. He's a first owner, but I think he was a little bit over. Yeah, no, it was less than 1,000 coins. So the only one I reckon actually is over is Evra. No, you can pick them up for 1,000 coins as well. So right, guys, everyone here is less than 1,000 coins or less. The non-rares are actually not too bad. 500 coins for Pajaka. 450 coins for Rincon, which is not too bad. Then we got 450 coins for Andrade, and Santon was only 400 coins, so that is actually pretty decent. Most of the rare golds are pretty much minimum price. Palacio, I think he's only going for like 800 coins, so he's not even going for that. So this is actually a cheap team at the moment. I mean, I've got a couple of players here as well. Lemina is going cheap as well, so they are pretty good. They are pretty cheap. The things I reckon they require is going to be probably, they could do a minimum nations. They could do 6 nations. They could do 7 nations. They could do 12. Yeah, they could do 11 nations because there is a lot of different various nationalities in the Italian league. I don't know why I keep saying team. Rating wise, I reckon they could do an 80 rated team quite easily. A minimum rares, obviously, as you can see, I've got quite a few, so I reckon they could easily do 4 minimum rares, or they could go 6 minimum rares. So at the moment, the players are really cheap, and I reckon this is going to be one of the most expected ones that are going to do. Definitely get one player of each, because I reckon they would do one player from each, because I know they do sometimes one player from either, but this one I reckon will be one player from each, so definitely get them in. Next we're going to go for SBC2, my next prediction. Another high rating one I reckon it's going to be is Chelsea versus Arsenal. Obviously they're both up the top, and it's a big London derby, so you know, guys, it should go in there. We haven't had a BPL team SBC for a while now, so as you can see, guys, apart from I think Terry, yeah, apart from Cahill and Begovic, everyone is less than 1,000 coins. Begovic and Cahill, I think, are going to just a little bit under 1,500, so it is actually really cheap. As you can see, we've got Batshuayi, Mikau. I was going to say Mikau, but I don't know why I went blank. Then you got Ivanovic and Musonda, and then obviously Begovic and Cahill. The other side for Arsenal, we've got Gabriel, Gibbs, Chamberlain, Coquelin, and then we've got Perez. So as again, guys, everyone here is less than 1,000 coins again. Some of them are actually minimum price, some of them are a little bit more because of what they are, right mids, left mids, stuff like that. This one, I reckon they could easily do a requirement of all gold rare. As you can see, guys, I've got all gold rare there. Really easy for the BPL. And you can pick up rare BPL players at the moment, like low rated ones for 650 coins, 600 coins, 700 coins. So at the moment, they are excessively cheap. As again, guys, the Chelsea Arsenal players are excessively cheap as well, all less than 1,000 coins. Rating wise, I reckon they could easily do an 80 rated. They could do nationalities again. They could easily do 11 nationalities. That's another easy one because, as you can see, various nationalities in both teams. I can't really see anything else if they do requirements, but it should be an easy one to do if they're going to do Chelsea, Arsenal. So definitely get a hold of a couple of them players. I reckon that's definitely a high rated one. Let's get on with the next one. Another high rated one I reckon that's going to creep in. I don't think it's going to creep in, but I just reckon it's going to be another high rated one. Here we go. We got Monaco versus Nice, guys. So Monaco versus Nice is going to be another high one because they're both doing really well. I think the first and second at the moment in the French league. I think they are. Yeah, I think they are. So as you can see, guys, we got a mixture here of rare golds and non-rare golds. So it wasn't too bad. We've got. So the only thing I could find, the only thing I got a bit worried was in the Monaco team, the centre mids are expensive. So as you can see, I've got two right mids. I mean, Lamar was minimum price. Glick, 83 rated centre back, is going for like 800 coins. Falco is actually the most expensive one in Monaco out of all the gold players, and I think he's going for 900 or 850, something like that. Then on the right side, we've got Nice. Again, they're a little bit more than minimum price. First owner, I can't know. I didn't check his price. Lee Merchant is one of the cheaper rare gold players in this one. He's going for a pretty near enough minimum price, 700 coins. Balotelli is actually going for, I can't swap him. He is going for, I think, about 900 coins as well. Most of the non-rares, I think he's going cheaper than that, Belanda now. Yeah, he's going cheaper than that. I paid more because I don't know why I actually paid more. First owner again of Bodman, again, that's a lot of money. Do not buy him. I might have made some money there. Ooh, I didn't even think he was going for that much. Okay, he's going on my transfer list. Place the transfer list. Bye bye. So don't buy him. I definitely advise. Most of the other players, I mean, we've got Silver 81 rate, which is decent, 550 coins. Obviously, he's a non-rare, so it's a little bit more than his minimum price, but an 81 rated is actually pretty decent. Rating-wise, they could do 80 rated again. Again, they could do a minimum nationalities really easily. They could do four rare gold players. So it's another easy-ish one for the requirements. Obviously, one of each, like the others. That's pretty much all I can think of for them. How much did I pay for? Jemison, I think, isn't going for that much either. I got a lot of these players, actually. I packed a lot of players. I know I bought Pereira, and I got 800 coins for him. He's actually a decent card, right back rare, so it's not too bad. Falco, I know I bought most of the thingies. And Glick, obviously, I got 750 coins for an 83 rated centre back, and he's a rare gold. If I was going to invest in one of each, I'd definitely go for him or Falco for Monaco, and I'd probably go for Le Marchand or Balotelli. Balotelli's a little bit more expensive, but he's a striker, so most time you do get a striker, so I'd definitely invest in that. So that is another one that I just reckon is going to be highly likely that he's going to be in the SBC, guys. Next we'll go for SBC 4, another one which I think is going to be likely. It's a little bit less likely than the others. Is we got Porto versus Sporting. Obviously, most people will know that Porto and Sporting is, well, apparently it's a big derby. So I'll put my hands up, whoever's a Porto, Sporting Lisbon fans. I think it is a derby. If it isn't, I'm hands up, I'm apologising. They are supposed to be doing apparently quite well at the moment. I don't really check that up because they're not really in my league. As you can see, guys, we've got quite a few rare gold players again. Obviously, it's in the League Nost. Most of these players are cheap again. Quintero's going for 700 coins. Deporte, 700 coins. Connor is going for 600 coins. I think I bought Pereira, 450 coins. I bought Bowley, 500 coins, so it's actually quite decent. I don't think I've... Yeah, we got a goalkeeper here, Saar, 400 coins, so they are pretty cheap. I mean, we got rare gold players on the other side for Sporting. 650 coins minimum price. Zagila, again, he's going for minimum price. Ruiz, I think he's going for about 500 coins, so I picked up him for 500 coins. Markovic, I think he's going for a little bit more expensive because of him being at least 92 pace, so it's not too bad. Dost again, I think he's going about 500 to 600 coins. So they are quite cheap, guys. Requirements, I don't reckon, if they're going to do a rating, it will probably be a little bit lower because there isn't a massive amount of gold players in the league. Well, there is, I don't know what I'm on about. I just think it would be a lower rating, probably 78 or like it is now, or it could go, as you can't see, I don't know why I'm saying that because you can only see me, 78 or 79 rating, I reckon it could be. Again, they could easily do a minimum set amount of rare gold players. They might do a set nationality, like a set amount of Portuguese players. I don't know. I don't think they'd do that because, as you can see, there is a various selection of nationalities in League NOS. I mean, we've pretty much got almost one. We've got almost how many? I think we've got 10 nationalities, 10 different nationalities there, guys. So as you can no, 9 different nationalities there, guys. So as you can see, I reckon that again they might do a set amount of nationalities. They might do again 11 different nationalities, or they might do 11 different teams. You never know with what they do. As you can see, obviously you're going to need one of each. That's pretty much going to be what I reckon it's going to be. I wouldn't say. Again, the players are cheap, so definitely get a hold of them as you can. If you haven't got a lot of money, just definitely get one of each. As you can see, guys, I spent all my money normally again doing these squad builder challenges. I don't mind, because if I can't sell the players, I'll keep them for another time, because the squad builders, they may come in another time, and you never know what'll happen. Next, we've got another one that I reckon could be likely, is Bayern Munich versus Schalke. Another one that's a pretty big-ish. I think they're doing pretty well again. I think Schalke is doing well. I know Bayern's pretty much doing pretty well, obviously. I should really check these up. But these are the ones, I reckon these are going to be. So, Bayern Munich is a little bit more awkward to buy cheap players for. I pretty much had to buy all the players. Koeman is going for a little over 1,000 coins. You might be able to pick him up for 1,000. Rafinha, 500 coins. The non-rares aren't too bad. And then you got Kimmich for 550 coins. But Nat is one of the cheaper gold rare players at 800 coins. And then Bad Stupa, lucky enough, I got him for 1,000 coins, but he's looking about 1,100, but I got away with him. And then we got Ulrich, another one that's going for about 500 coins. So the rare gold players ain't too expensive, a little bit more than the minimum price. But you can't get a striker that's cheap. And you can't really get any other centre mids or left mid. Well, you got Koeman as a left winger, as a striker at the moment, but they aren't cheap at all. Now, on the other hand, FC Schalke's players are actually really cheap. First owner of Stanto, he's going for about 400-500 coins. I don't know why I did that. Geese, he's going for 650 coins as I checked. And Bolo, I think, is going for a little bit more. I think he's going for about 650 to 700. Well, when I say a little bit more, it's only a little bit more than what he's going for. Geese at 600. Nastastic, he's going... Nastasky, I think it's Nastasky, I don't know. I think I'm pronouncing it right, but I don't know. I think it's Nastasic, I don't know. Again, he's going for pretty much minimum price. And then we've got the right back, he's going for, I think, about 500 coins, 600 coins. To be honest, I had more Schalke players than this as well, which was quite surprising. I didn't realise I had that many Schalke players. Again, they are pretty cheap. The Bayern Munich ones are a little bit more expensive than you really want to spend, as again, if you're going to go for anyone, I would either go for Kimmich or Bad Stupa, because Kimmich is cheap because of him being a non-rare. Bad Stupa's not massively cheap, but 1,000 coins isn't too bad, 79 rate, and he's a rare gold player. They may do a German nationality in this as well, because as you can see, we've got 4 German nationalities here. So you can get German nationalities in both teams as well. So they could do that. Rating wise, again, they could do about 78 to 80. Again, they could also do a minimum amount of rares. So these teams at the moment, all that I'm guessing, I mean, the ones that I've guessed so far are all pretty much going to be, if they're going to do requirements, could be any of the main 3 requirements I reckon they could do. Nationalities, how many minimum gold rares, and rating wise, because you can get all the gold, you can pick them up all golds pretty cheap considering what you get. So yeah, that's another one I reckon will be in. Let's get on to Squad Builder 6. So this one a lot of people should know about. This is a bit of an awkward one the way I've done this. is the African Cup of Nations final. So as I'm doing this African Cup of Nations final at the moment, we're on the semis. So at the semi-finals at the moment, as you can see, the 4 gold players are the teams that are left in that league. So we've got Egypt, we've got Ghana, we've got I can't pronounce that, I keep forgetting the name of that. We got Burkina Faso, there we go. And then we got Cameroon. Sorry if anyone's from that country, I apologise. Burkina Faso. So they're the 4 that are left in there. I reckon they could be really awkward with this one. As you can see, guys, I've got 16. I've got the group stages of every player, like 1 player from every team. The one that actually surprised me was that there is a lot of the separate countries in the French league, well, the second French league. As you can see, the left half of the which I'm doing it that way, but I should be doing it that way. The left half of the team is actually all French in the French league, which is actually quite surprising. So the chemistry is actually pretty decent, considering. I mean, I've got 64 chem there, and I wasn't expecting any, to be honest. So they may be awkward and say, right, you have to have a set amount of They might say you need 11 different African nationalities. They may say that might be a little bit awkward. If they're going to do that, the chemistry would be low. But they could do that still. They could do a set amount. As you can see, I've got 5 of them in the French league, in the second French league, quite easily. We've got another link up with the striker from Egypt and that right winger, which is the Portuguese league, Nice. The good thing is about, don't forget, I don't know who it is going to be in the final, as we got Egypt, Ghana, Burkina Faso, I think it's pronounced that, and Cameroon, and they're all actually pretty cheap. We've got Hassan at 350 coins. Badu, minimum price is, he's actually going for 600 coins. You can pick him up for at the moment. Kone is again, he's going for pretty cheap. He's going for about 400 coins. And then we got Song again. I checked, he's going for about 400 to 500 coins as well. So they are really cheap. All, as you can see, every other player I have put a bid on here are all 150 coins. I literally went on to each country and found either silver or bronze. It didn't really matter too much. And they're all 150 coins, so you don't really lose a lot of coins at all, because they're all minimum price. Especially if you're going to get a hold of silver players as well, it's really good. It's a bargain. So this one is awkward. I don't know what they're going to do. To be honest, they could do it any way. It's just a pain in the ass. But I can reckon if they're going to put, well, if it isn't going to be in marquee matchups, I reckon they'll do a squad builder on its own. That's what I'm reckoning it's going to be. But if they ain't going to do, whoever it's going to be in the final, I reckon they're going to sneakily do something like this. I just have an inkling they're going to do this if they're going to bring it in. I just don't know about chemistry. I don't know about rating either. There isn't a lot of gold players for every country in the African Cup of Nations. There is golds in quite a fair few, but there's not golds in all of them, and some of them are a little bit expensive. But I reckon now, if they're not going to do it in a squad builder challenge, they'll do it in a own squad builder challenge. So it's either going to be, if it's not going to be in the marquee matchups that I'm doing now, the predictions, it'll be in its own squad builder challenge. It'll be one or the other, because it's an African Cup of Nations final. It's a final of a big tournament, so they're definitely going to do a squad builder one way or another. So that's why I put it in now. I'm hoping it is going to be in the marquee matchups, because actually, to be honest, I don't mind which one, but I definitely advise you guys to get one player from each of the 16 nations that are left, and especially get, whenever you're watching this, because it's up until Friday before the marquee matchups are up, whatever you do, definitely get 1 gold from each of the finalists, so not too bad. And then we've got, last but not least, we've got my last squad builder I reckon I've just stuck in. This one I don't think is going to be, it could be a curveball, it's a lower likely one than the African Cup of Nations, obviously. We got Frankfurt versus, I think it's pronounced Darmstadt. Again, I apologise if I say this wrong. I think it still say Darmstadt. As you can see, guys, I've put a left mid in bronze rated for Frankfurt, because you can pick them up for 200 coins. You probably book for 150. I did have a quick look. Most of these gold players I bought from last time. Actually, I thought I bought them. but they are actually going quite cheap. They're not expensive. They're all non-rare golds. On the other side, we've got. Oh, actually, I bought the goalie. He's only 350 coins, so it's not too bad. Sorry if my nose is running again. I'm still not 100% yet, but I am feeling better. We got centre back again, Turkish. He's going pretty cheap. 500 coins. Sula. It's a little bit more expensive than minimum price, but it's a non-rare gold. Midfielder, 450 coins. They don't have a lot of gold, especially they've got no gold strikers. Darmstadt. So I've just bought a Ben Haitira. Is in the left mid. Then we got Heller in the right mid. I think he's going for a little bit more than the minimum price. I'm not sure. Yeah, I thought no, he's not. He's only going for 750 coins, and no one's put a bid on, so it's not too bad. Him as a right back, I don't know how much he's going for. Minimum price. So 350 coins again, pretty cheap. This one again, they could, if they're going to do a requirement, they could do German. Easy, as you can see, I've got 4 German players. It's quite simple. They could do a set amount of nationalities. They could do, you have to have all gold. It's quite easy. They could do a set amount of rare golds. I'm not 100% sure because there's not loads from each of the teams. If they do, then the players are going to go up a lot. If they're going to want rare gold players, I don't think they'd do that. But if they did, it's a bit of a pain. But this is another. Don't forget, this is the lower rated ones, are the ones I reckon it's going to be. Rating wise, as you can see, I reckon it could be 75. As you can see, if they want to do all gold, they could do a little bit higher. They could go 78. That's pretty much what I reckon it's going to be if they're going to do that one. So these are the main ones, guys. So let's quickly recap the ones I've just told you. Actually, yeah, let's quickly recap the ones I've just told you now. So we got the main ones are Juventus into Milan. Then we've got Chelsea versus Arsenal. Then we've got Monaco versus Nice. Porto versus Sporting Lisbon. Bayern Munich versus Schalke. African Cup of Nations final. Frankfurt versus Darmstadt. And then a couple of other ones that I reckon are going to go in. These are just unlikely ones, but they could be curveballs. We've got Huddersfield versus Leeds. Southend versus Scunthorpe. And we've got the ASSE versus Lyon. I can't remember what the exact name of the ASSE is. Sorry guys, I apologise for that as well. So that is pretty much what I think it's going to be, guys. I know it's a little bit longer video than normal. I apologise for that, but I do like to try and go into detail for you guys. I hope you did enjoy the video. I hope these marquee matchup predictions do help. If it did, just pop us a like. If you want to see more of my squad build challenges, my marquee matchup predictions, anything like that, just subscribe to me, keep them notifications on. I will speak to you soon, and peace. Hey guys, thanks for checking out my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, there's some more up there on my channel, and if you want to check out my Facebook and Twitter, it's over there. And also, if you want to subscribe to me, there's my subscribe button. Just click it and there we go. Hope you enjoy it.